Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at project management. Specifically, what tends to go wrong when teams aren't really self-organized.
Yeah, it's a common pain point.
We're drawing insights from Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabone here. So have you ever been on one of those projects? Total chaos, deadlines just flying by, budgets blown.
Oh, definitely. It happens a lot. And the alternative, the ideal, is these self-organizing teams.
Right.
Basically teams that, manage their own stuff, work together closely, make decisions as a group. No need for constant hand-holding from the top.
The goal being more ownership, adaptability, better motivation, that kind of thing.
Exactly. That's the theory.
So let's flip that. What are the real downsides when you don't have that? You mentioned cost and schedule overruns being pretty typical.
It's a big one, yeah. A primary outcome, really.
Yeah.
And often a key reason behind it is just poor communication.
How so?
Well, without that built-in need for the team to coordinate everything themselves, you get information silos. People don't share, maybe unintentionally.
Yeah. Ah, okay. So someone makes a change over here.
And it messes things up for someone else down the line, but nobody realizes until it's way too late. Then you're stuck with costly rework.
That makes total sense. If you're
Yeah.
not talking constantly, those links get missed. Is it also about accountability? Like who owns what?
Spot on. When the team isn't managing itself, doesn't feel that collective ownership for the outcome, individual accountability can sort of fade.
Tasks just fall through the cracks.
Pretty much. There isn't that shared drive that we need to make this happen, pushing things forward. People might wait to be told exactly what to do.
Right, waiting for direction instead of taking initiative. I can see how that would slow things right down.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And it ties directly into decision-making delays. If every little choice has to go up the chain to some manager,
Bottleneck.
exactly, progress just grinds to a halt while you wait for approvals. And that hits the schedule, hits the budget, it's inefficient.
It really highlights what you do get with those effective self-organized teams, doesn't it? The motivation, people willing to pitch in extra.
The easy flow of information, that team spirit, supporting each other.
Yeah. And it sounds like when self-organization is missing, those positive things just aren't there. Or they're much weaker.
It's almost an inverse relationship. Lack self-organization, and you tend to lack those beneficial traits too. It becomes a bit of a negative cycle.
So wrapping it up, the core takeaway seems clear. Without that self-organization, projects are just way more vulnerable to cost and schedule blowouts.
Driven by those communication gaps we talked about, lower accountability, and slow, centralized decision-making. It all adds up.
It's a strong case for it.
Definitely. And if this is ringing true for anyone listening, and you want to dig deeper into fostering more effective self-directed teams,
You'd recommend the source we mentioned.
highly recommend it. Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabone has some really valuable stuff on building those high-performing teams.
Great recommendation. So thinking about all this, maybe a question for you, the listener. What's even one small step you could take, starting now, to encourage a bit more self-organization where you work? Something to think about.
Good question.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.